ChatGPT 5 is about to be released any day now, and it's going to change dropshipping forever. The owner of OpenAI, Sam Altman, has just said the results have blown him away, and the new GPT-5 is smarter than him and just as smart as Albert Einstein. Check this out.
I was testing our new model, and I got emailed a question that I didn't quite understand, and I put it in the model, this GPT-5, and it answered it perfectly. And I really kind of sat back in my chair, and I was just like, oh man, here it is moment.
Now you're probably wondering, how will this affect dropshipping? I want you to imagine AI finding you winning products, building you a Shopify store, running your ads for you, and fulfilling the orders, all while you're asleep. As soon as we've hit 500 likes on this video, as soon as the GPT-5 has been released, I will make a video showing you step by step how you can start using it just as I explained. Now the first thing that you got to understand is the current models like 4.0 all require human verification to complete tasks. That essentially is no longer going to be the case. The AI is going to be smart enough to not hallucinate and do tasks without you verifying them or needing to approve them. And that brings me on to the first game-changing point of GPT-5, which is the integrations. GPT-5 can now integrate directly to your Shopify store and loads of other platforms. Now let me explain why this integration between GPT-5 and Shopify is an absolute game changer. You'll no longer need to build your own stores. The AI will go out there as long as you prompt it and say, I want a store around a face mask, a red light therapy mask. It will go out there, conduct the research, find the relevant stores that are selling it, then create images based on the competition that's already doing well, then add it to your Shopify store, then add in the ad copy, the hero section, the call to actions. It can even start to do things like A/B testing, average order value, help you implement apps that can increase your average order value. Now, because you're going to be able to integrate GPT-5 with Shopify, it can do other things like email response. If you're getting loads of email inquiries about where your product is, it can then customize personalized emails or messages to your customers. It can also be integrated within your app so that you can then fulfill orders using AI and make sure that there's no errors so that your customers get exactly what they're intended to get. Now that is just on the Shopify side, and I've lightly touched on this because there's so much more I can explain, but I think this is enough for you guys to get the point on how crazy this is going to be. Now the next integration that I'm excited about is going to be between GPT-5 and things like NAN and Zapier. Now these platforms like NAN and Zapier are automation softwares. Now you can connect different applications to these platforms and you can start automating it with AI agents, and GPT-5 is going to start to be able to integrate with these so it can create custom workflows for you to integrate. Now using platforms like NAN and Zapier does require at this current time a decent amount of knowledge on how to use AI, and that's what's stopping most beginners from using it. Now with GPT-5, it's going to eliminate that problem because it's going to understand what your store is and where it needs to get integrated. Now this is where things get exciting. You're going to be able to integrate your TikTok accounts, your Facebook ads manager, all to these platforms, and you're going to be able to automate your workflows like running Facebook ads, launching products, integrating organic TikToks, Instagram Reels. You're going to be able to automate all of these things just by prompting the GPT agent. And those that will know how to do this effectively are just going to make so much money. And that's why we need to hit 500 likes on this video so I can teach you how I'm going to use it as soon as it's released. Just to give you the numbers on current dropshippers, GPT-4 users are seeing a 450% ROI increase. Now with GPT-5, those numbers are expected to double and even triple, guys. Now for those that are watching this that already know a little bit about AI, you're probably thinking, well, what about when the AI hallucinates and starts going around in a circle and then goes down a deep hole and gets lost? That's meant to have been fixed with the new GPT-5. And those that do use AI a lot will know that when you start playing with AI a lot, it does hallucinate and then it starts to break things or stops working and gives you bad results. And I understand that because I use a lot of AI myself for drop shipping. Now that is meant to be fixed with the new GPT-5, so hallucination just won't be a problem. So guys, before we move on to the next part of today's video, I wanted to cover something that everyone asks me. What is the best way for payment gateways, banking. If I live in a third world country, how do I access Stripe, PayPal, or any good banks? And how do you maximize the facilities of the e-commerce world? Now, the only way to address this is by getting a USA LLC. This will enable you to be able to get payment gateways in any company. It will also give you the best banking opportunities for the e-commerce world. Now, the reason why most people don't get a USA LLC is because they don't know how to. Now, this is where I'm going to be introducing Doola. Doola will actually do that for you. It's a company that will create you a USA LLC in whichever state that you want. There's obviously benefits with Wyoming and Delaware as they are tax-free states. Now, when you choose one of the packages that Doola offer, you'll actually get a dashboard and interface that will track the whole journey of you creating your LLC and then getting it open. And Doola will make sure they do all the hard work for you and even open up your bank accounts. Now, they don't just do that. They'll also do your bookkeeping and your filing so you don't get any penalties from the IRS. Now, that was one of the biggest issues for me when I first started an LLC in the US. I didn't know what I was doing and I got hit with some penalties. Now, Doola will make sure that doesn't happen for you. Now, if you're still not sure if Doola is the right choice for you, you can actually book a free consultation call to see if it is the right choice for you. They've worked with other e-commerce and dropshippers before, so they know what you need and how they can help you. Now, you have to understand that Doola is very competitive with their pricing plans, and on some of their packages, they're 30% cheaper than the alternatives out there, and they even offer a better service. I'm telling you that now from my own experience from using other companies to create me a US LLC. I've never seen anything as good as Doola. So if you want to open up your USA LLC and get access to all the payment gateways, banking, and other financial products, then make sure you check out the link in the description. You can even book a free consultation call if you need to ask them a few more questions before making the decision. And remember, if you choose Wyoming or Delaware, they are tax-free states. Now, with that being said, guys, let's get straight back into the video. Now, this brings me on to the next game-changing part about the GPT-5, which is it's going to integrate with its agent model, which I showed you guys a few weeks ago. Now, the agent model is where it goes and performs tasks for you. But in this current stage, although it's amazing, it still has its problems with hallucinations, and it's not as smart as it could be. Now, as soon as GPT-5 drops, the memory and the brain's going to get switched out to this new model, which is just going to be insane, because when it performs tasks for you whilst you're asleep, you know you can rely on it now confidently when you leave it alone, because it's now not going to have those issues that it currently has. If you've used the agent feature and you've had some amazing results, which I have, they're only actually going to get even better and start working on their own. And the agent is going to start integrating things automatically without you even having to tell it how to do it. Say, I want you to connect to these different platforms. It will figure it out itself, and it might ask you to give it an API or something like that, but then it will figure out the rest on its own. Honestly, guys, this is going to be the new gold rush for people to make life-changing money. I'm on about new people are going to probably make their first $10, $100, $1 million within a 12-month period just because of this update. And I'm not saying everyone will, because it'll be those that understand how to use AI smartly. And this brings me on to the next point. Although these updates are going to be absolutely game-changing for dropshipping and e-commerce, it still is going to require people to have a bit of a brain to understand the best way to navigate it. It's like me giving you the fastest car in the world. If you don't know how to drive that car, then you're probably going to crash it. Even if you know how to drive an everyday car, you've got to understand the power behind the wheel. And if you don't respect that power behind the wheel, you're probably going to crash it. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, if you don't understand what you've got access to within your own hands now with all this power with GPT-5, you're not going to take advantage of it, and you're probably going to leave most of it to waste. So although this update is going to be huge, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't even have a little bit of knowledge of how AI works, prompting works, and giving it these access tools, then you're probably not going to see the maximum of benefit. If you're literally just saying, find me a winning product, and you expect it to do everything for you and make money, you're probably watching this in the wrong way. Now, if you do know what you're doing, then you're absolutely going to crush it with this new GPT-5 update that's about to drop any day. And like I said to you guys, if this video hits 500 likes, I will teach you how to do it the correct way as soon as it drops. But that, guys, is the update on GPT-5 and how it can change dropshipping dramatically in the next 12 months. Now, like I said, it's about to drop any day. It's rumored for August, but they've said within the next few days. So guys, with that being said, let me know what you thought of this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one.